door, pull up in that 04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the flow more.
The more I think about it, I know who the Atlanta Falcons should hire as their next head coach. It should be the brother of this guy right here. I'll talk about that in a minute. Well, let's talk about it this way, all right? This book, Red Brick Magic, okay? Sean McVay, John Harbaugh, the guy's brother, I'll talk about him. And Miami University's Cradle of Coaches. We all went to Miami University. I mean, this is a great book talking about this excellence of coaching and executives and all these people that went to Miami, Ohio, including a sports writer that I know. And here's the thing. This guy's brother, what they're going to talk about, John Harbaugh, is the coach of the Baltimore Ravens, who are in the AFC Championship game this weekend. They win this game this weekend against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they are going to the Super Bowl. John Harbaugh's. Yeah, I mean, his Baltimore Ravens, again, he's already won one Super Bowl way back when, and guess what? He won it against his brother. Let's talk about his brother. His brother's named Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is coaching the University of Michigan for the moment. He took him to the national championship, earlier this month, right? And now Jim Harbaugh is talking about getting back into the National Football League. Yeah, he was coaching the San Francisco 49ers 4 years. Took him to 3 NFC Championship games and to the Super Bowl. And that's when he played his brother for the Baltimore Ravens, and his brother won the Super Bowl. So you don't think, hey, and by the way, I gotta have a whole chapter on John Harbaugh in my book, Red Brick Magic. Did I tell you about Red Brick Magic? And also in that book, it's also talking about not only John Harbaugh, about the Harbaughs in general, including Jim Harbaugh, the guy that just took Michigan to the national championship, the guy who wants to get back into the NFL, and a lot of people think he wants to go to the San Diego Chargers. I still call them the San Diego Chargers, but officially the LA Chargers. Okay, we'll call them the LA Chargers. Because they got Justin Herbert, a Pro Bowl quarterback, ready to win. But I'm not so sure that he could come to the Atlanta Falcons and do some things. I mean, he doesn't have a quarterback because the Falcons don't have a quarterback, but it's Jim Harbaugh. And by the way, the Falcons have a coaching opening. And right now they're threatening to hire Bill Belichick. Let's not let that happen. They're interviewing everybody. They've interviewed Jim Harbaugh before. They're interviewing Jim Harbaugh a second time. Of course, they interviewed Bill Belichick a second time and a couple other people. But anyway, Jim Harbaugh, he's perfect. Matter of fact, don't just take it from me. One of my top sources in the National Football League, a guy that's been around for decades, he's hired more than a few, or helped hire more than a few very good to great NFL coaches. He said, Jim Harbaugh is perfect for this team. Now, they don't have a quarterback, talking about the Atlanta Falcons, but they got the 8th pick overall. And guess who's in the top 5 prospects among quarterbacks? J.J. McCarthy. Who is J.J. McCarthy? J.J. McCarthy is a guy that took Jim Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverines to the national championship earlier this year. The same J.J. McCarthy completed 74% of his passes during his career. This guy could be, even if he's not a stud, who knows about these prospects? But we know one thing for sure: it could be enough to lure Jim Harbaugh to the Falcons. They're interviewing everybody, including Bill Belichick. I don't want to talk about that. But, and if he comes here, he could do. But there's so much for dreaming. The problem is Jim Harbaugh, like the other guy, Bill Belichick, is a control freak. And as I pointed out on this show before, this video, that the person who really runs the Falcons franchise is Rich McKay. Rich McKay is the guy that's whispering constantly into the ears of owner Arthur Blank. And no matter what Rich McKay and Arthur Blank tell Bill Belichick, whoever else, oh, no, I'm not going to be involved. He's not going to be involved. He's got to be involved. Rich McKay is always going to be whispering in the ears of Arthur Blank. And unless you're just totally stupid, which Jim Harbaugh isn't, they're not going to want to put up with that, and they're not even going to take that chance. So anyway, forget about Jim Harbaugh.
This is my falsetto, wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me want to go for more. Pale